Today on this episode of RealityGays,
Libby sings, "I'm leaving on a jet plane."
And Darcey sings, I will survive.
And buckle up, y'all. Maddie took a fucking Sudafed.
Roll it, Christina.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiance.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Beyonce.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's reality, yes, let's love.
When I was young, I had a white dog named Joy because he made me so happy. And that is the park where I did track and field and won competitions. Had a very happy life.
Sounds like you're not happy now. Hope you are. I don't know. Georgie, track star, the handsome man.
Okay.
Are you happy? I don't know.
It was just, that's her response when he talks about a happy moment, is to ask him if he's happy now.
Yeah.
No wonder he is so afraid to share anything.
Yeah.
I completely understand.
It's complicated to be in a relationship with Darcey.
Complicated is a kind word, I think. Yeah.
It's kind of like
Because you really can't share your emotions because she will internalize them.
you don't know what that's like to live with somebody like who does that at
Not
all.
at all. Not at all.
It is interesting that Mother Poodle and Darcey are opposites, yet they're so similar.
Yes, they are. Guess I'm a terrible mother.
Y'all, this is Reality Gays. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Poodle. And we're two ridiculous homosexuals who love nothing more than tearing reality television a new one.
And especially when our queen is here, Miss Darcey, on TLC's 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After.
Happily ever after.
This is...
Are we happy?
I
Is
don't...
happiness real? Is it an illusion?
It is an illusion. It is an illusion.
This is an illusion. As Jesse would say, an illusion.
Illusion.
You throw your little bit horns at me. You throw a little bit on at me.
This is season 9, episode 7, our part 2 of this episode.
Hasta la vista, baby. I assume that's Libby piecing out of Moldova.
Good question. I think it is. Actually, we should have Andrei saying it because he would sound really good. Yeah. Hasta la vista, baby. I got to put in a mint if we're going to do Darcey and Georgi.
Oh, no.
Well, every time you do the Darcey. Remember when we were doing Darcey and Stacey and it just wrecked
That was shredding my voice.
Oh, God.
It was
worth
constant.
it. Constant. There's a...
This is going to be a labored way of speaking.
Yeah.
Both of them have
Darcey
just
have been making the rounds of the interview. Their PR is just throwing them out everywhere.
I have gotten your DMs about this music video.
Thank you. I was going to bring it up for an announcement for this
AI
episode.
slop hell.
Oh,
that is this video. I don't know what they're doing, but it's somehow perfect because they've always wanted to be AI in a way.
Y'all, it is. I think it's Darcey. Darcey and Stacey are at one point. I think it's Stacey who is shopping with a shopping cart at a lingerie store, which I've never seen before. Shopping carts available.
No, I've never seen someone in a hot tub in an evening gown.
You can go to their social media, y'all. It is their newest quotes single. I don't hear them sing on it at all. They just kind of talk kind of in rhythm. It's not rapping. It's
it is.
I'm here for it though.
Now,
there was supposed to be one called Going Global that did with like Miss So-and-so and something. That one I feel like never got a video. No, it kind of did. But I'm wondering, is this setting us up for some type of album down the road?
Even an EP?
They would know what that was. The problem here
Darcey
is
and Stacey on vinyl.
No. Everything feels kind of stylistically messy. So I don't know if it's going to be. They're going to release whatever they want to, y'all. I don't know if you can buy this stuff or they're doing this as purely PR. It's like how we trying to find Do It Big, and there was absolutely no recording, so we had to use the one that they performed on whatever the version of Watch What Happens Live they tried to make happen.
We actually sent that. You know what? I think she sent videos, and I got to look. But we had a sissy who wanted that for her wedding, and we had to send it to her because she couldn't find it.
For Do It Big.
That's what her and her husband walked
down the aisle to.
I saw that email, and it was in the middle right before vacation. I got to check that. Yeah, y'all.
All we have is the karaoke track of them
that's it.
Singing on top of it. Yeah.
If you have a secret bootleg of Darcey and Stacey's next album,
doing Do It Big,
send it to us. Put it on Napster.
It is an AI nightmare.
Now,
it's like a fever dream.
Did you also see? Sorry, we're just going to talk about Darcey news, but we can because I care. She was, I wish it's a like a smaller reality show Instagram. So I wish I'd remembered the name to shout them out, but I don't. I'm sorry. Reality Tea, maybe. But anyway, Darcey was on in person being interviewed. TLC will interview Darcey again. Come at us.
Hell yeah, we will.
I'm going to reach out to them. And anyway, but they asked, great question. They asked Darcey, well, first of all, she was talking about that she's actually wanting to do a make under. That her and Stacey both want to.
They'll go on like a show like Larissa did.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. And they want to actually. She wants smaller boobs. Wants to look more demure, more mindful,
more demure and mindful.
Yes, she said. Yes, a little more petite for my frame. So they're thinking of taking their boobs down.
Wow.
Make under, of course, in Turkey. But they also asked her. Who would, and I kind of want this show to happen now, not with these people, but they asked Darcey, who would you want on your 90-day girls trip? And I went, I need this spinoff now. I need a 90-day girls trip. So be thinking, because I'm going to ask you, who would you want? But Darcey said, and y'all in the comments, let us know, who would you want on a 90-day girls trip? We'll do a little Instagram post and people can talk about it. But Darcey said on her girls trip, of course, she'd want a sister, Stacey.
Of course.
She would also want Yara.
I think that's a good choice.
Now, I don't love this next choice, but it makes sense for Darcey because all three people would look pretty and snatch for a picture. But she wanted Nikki Exotica.
Yeah, I could see that.
She said that'd be a fun addition, and she'd want to go to Europe, somewhere like Monaco.
Uh-huh.
And that's who she chose. So I want to ask you, who would you want? We hadn't prepared this for you at all.
Does it have to be women?
Well, it's a girls' trip.
Yeah.
So
I'm a girl.
You know what? Kenny and Armando can go.
Yes.
They can be included if you want. So who would you choose for your 90-day girls trip?
I would have to take Jasmine. I think number one, she would definitely make a scene or something. Mm-hmm. She's a good time.
I would, yeah, I would
I'd
co-sign
totally
Jasmine.
take Jasmine.
By the way, Darcey and Stacey are automatically going on.
Oh, yeah, they're
single
going.
row. They're going. So you can't. So continue.
I would take. Let's see, who else is like a fun hang.
You know, I actually would take Larissa.
I don't know. I think she's a little bit of a wild card, almost too wild card.
But I've been watching Botched, and she's a little more fun. So, like, I'm seeing a kind of more settled version of her.
I haven't watched that. Let's see, who else would I bring? Julia would be fun.
I think Julia
would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon and Julia.
I think you got to have Courtney.
Oh, yeah.
Courtney brings the vibe.
I even think Tiffany, if you needed to talk to her, if you needed to talk about something. And then Libby, I'd bring Libby to push her in so I could go have her husband.
Well,
if we're out on the ocean.
You know who'd be fun on a girls' trip? Who just, by the way, friend of the pod, just celebrated her 40th birthday with her really hot boyfriend with tattoos all up and down her arm. But I'd bring Veronica.
That's a good point.
Yeah. So
Love
happy
her.
birthday, Veronica. Friend of y'all.
She'd be fun. She'd be fun to get drunk with.
40s are great. She was in Italy with her hot man, just getting digged down in Venice on your birthday. God, that's the dream.
It's better not to come with a man, though, and find a guy. That's the dream.
Yeah. That.
Don't bringing a man to Italy is like bringing sand to the beach.
Kind of is.
You can find one.
Yeah, it kind of is. I feel like that's pretty good. I can't think of anybody else off the top of my head where
That's
I'm
pretty
like,
good.
I mean, although I wouldn't mind someone who is like, I do love it when you bring in someone who's a little awkward.
Ashley from Ashley and Manuel, because it'd just be messy.
Oh,
I think I'd just like to see how messy it would be, because she'd be crying the first night.
Yes. Yes, she would. Now that I'm thinking, I think Rose would be fun.
Okay.
Ed and Rose.
Yeah. I haven't seen her in a while. Yeah.
My last one that I'd say that I wouldn't mind seeing is it just flew out of my head.
Riveting.
Please, you just did this too, you bitch. Well, I can't remember, so it just flew out. We're not ever going to remember.
Good showmanship.
For
that last bit.
I gotta say, because I think it would be kind of like when she was with the witches, Danielle and Muhammad, because she's so awkward, and they'd be trying to get her, and she would just get kind of drunk and dance weird and look out of place. I would enjoy that.
I don't think she would really gel with the other people, though.
But Kenny and Armando are always invited, but not together, because when Kenny and Armando are by themselves, they stir more shit.
That is true.
Oh,
and maybe you can scope guys with them, because they have to have an open relationship, right?
Okay, not every gay person is in an open. Well, no, that's true. Almost every gay person is in an open relationship.
If you have like gay friends, and you're like, oh, they have the best. They're so devoted to that can be true, but they're fucking other people.
Yeah. I just met someone who's like together for 10 years and they're not open. I'm like, that's shocking.
Really?
Shocking.
In 2025, it kind of is.
Kind of is.
Yeah. I think some people, the open relationship thing, I think it can breed a lot of jealousy for people.
But hey, for other people, I never thought I'd be, but I totally will be in an open relationship the next time I'm in one. But that's because I don't trust men.
Is it that, and do you think now you could get to the point where it would just be, you're thinking it would be better for you if you were in an open relationship?
Better for me? How? Like for me personally?
Yeah. Or would you rather just be monogamous?
I think probably, but maybe I would change. I'm more of a monogamous person. So I feel like if I was with someone, that's kind of all I need. But The reality is gay men need more. And so
you would do it. You would almost do it for your partner instead of you.
For like, then it's off the table. Any cheating or anything like that. It's off. Already.
I don't know if you should
like going out and making out with people. I don't really want to fuck people, but I like being a kissing slut.
I don't know if you should go into things thinking that maybe the other person will want it. But it's what do you want?
Well, they'll tell me they don't want it, but they're lying to me anyway because all men lie.
Wow. I'm saying maybe you should lead with what you want instead of what you think the other person wants first.
It's not what a codependent person does. You're wrong.
But you're trying to change that.
Well, what? Even my own mother said, probably smarter. A man's never going to stay faithful. But your dad was a good dad. Could have worked out. And I go, yeah.
You're already sinking your cart before you've. I don't know. I can't convince you out of this.
No, I'm on the Cheryl Lee Ralph train now. I want him to have his own house, his own life, his own light. I have my own light. I love it.
I don't know if complete monogamy is for me. I just don't know if it is.
You think?
Is that groundbreaking to hear that?
As you can say, it's pretty well known that you have the sexual appetite of a 32-year-old Liz Taylor.
Oh, I'll take that.
Yeah.
And thank you for using a woman.
Just ravenous.
Let's move on. So y'all, Georgi and Darcey, they're meeting his sister, Nicolina. And he's never even seen his sister's kids in person because he's been gone for that long. Mm-hmm. And I kind of realized, I was thinking about this. For 13 years, I'm sure part of it is financial. But at one point, does it become maybe he's afraid to go back until he's quote unquote become successful?
Possibly, yeah.
I think there's something to that.
There's something deeper to this because 13 years is a long time.
It's a really long time.
I mean, I know it's expensive, but unless you've just been dead ass broke, but y'all, someone who looks like Georgi has not been dead ass broke.
Yeah.
He's had a certain women who are able to afford the niceties of life and have.
Yeah.
So he could buy $1,000 ticket and sit in economy to go to fucking home.
That's what I think too. You know, maybe he's afraid of losing the work. I don't know. I think he's afraid of his parents judging him. I think they are judgy people. I think he's worried about not living up to what they
expect.
With his
dad. It seems like he has a lot of stress about what his father thinks.
So they're
profiler.
Going to a medieval park because he wants fun uncle points with his kids.
Cue medieval music. Again, nothing subtle.
Play your shawm.
I don't even know what that is, but I'm sure it's a musical instrument that only nerdy musical
between like a oboe and a trumpet. It's a very honky.
Did you ever play one?
No, I never really played one. No, I'd have never gotten my hands on one. I probably could.
Did you like playing old, weird musical instruments and trying?
Yes.
Oh, yes. God.
Anytime I could get my hands on anything that was old and weird. That's continued to this day.
Well, old, weird, and add rich. Did you ever?
Yeah, that's usually
Have you ever gotten to play a harpsichord? I don't know if that would be hard to play. Was that hard for your carpal tunnel?
No, it's
don't
really
you have to press more?
No, it's light action. Very light action.
Oh, it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, piano is much heavier action than a harpsichord.
I guess that makes sense because the piano is hitting it with a drum, and the harpsichord plucks, right?
Plucks, yeah.
No one
you learned a little bit about Mexican.
No one gives a shit about this. What other podcast?
Yeah, it's like
goes from Darcey and Georgi into the intricacies of a harpsichord
and the shawm,
the precursor to the pianoforte.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. And they call it pianoforte because it could be both soft piano and forte, which is loud. I'm stopping. Yo, I taught music history for a very long time. I could go on forever. Sometimes I did in class.
You know, you never do anything on your own social media. I'm terrible about thinking what to do on mine. I just repost other people's shit. But I have so many ideas of what I think again, if you let me manage your career, I think you would be a TikTok
I would do
star.
TikTok before Instagram.
You would be, well, but Instagram is kind of an older demographic.
I know it is.
You probably relate. But you would be on Big Brother.
What are you saying?
I'm going to keep talking and moving on. You would be on Big Brother and be a star. And I've said already, I think, what if Poodle's Music Minute or whatever. You just have little random things of music history that's kind of the tawdry side of music history.
Oh yeah, or the really just like risque and weird shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's
like
other
Louis.
ideas I've given you. I'm like, you should talk about this. I can't remember them now.
Who was using a dancing master and was using his staff. And for the ballet dancers, and he was like like slamming the ground with his staff, yelling at the dancers, and he hit his toe. And he got gangrene and died because he was being a bitch.
I'm telling you, this would rival like or Blakely Thornton or whatever, those people I like that I follow. I'm telling you, you have a calling that you're not nurturing.
I need to do more.
I do not need to lecture you on air. That is. You know what? I'm just kidding. Course. Come at Poodle. What are your ideas for Poodle's Instagram? What could Poodle do on his TikTok?
So you're afraid of you're telling me I should do Instagram instead of TikTok?
I think you should do both. Just share them on both.
All right.
What was it? There was another. You didn't write it down, but I had another idea for you that was so good.
Why don't you focus on yourself?
You know, I'm going to make a note that's my Poodle's notes of things I want you to do for your career.
I'm screaming to move on.
You know, but some of our best live show cabaret moments are ideas I thought for you.
For me, yeah.
You said, what is this something in red song? And it has become your crew.
That was why I changed into 4 different outfits.
Yeah. Singing Lori Morgan's Something in Red as a gay Captain Hook. In love with Peter Pan.
And it was a really weird scene. And you were the magic mirror.
I was the magic mirror. You know what? I'm going to find that clip and we're going to put it up for people just on the video tier, though, because we can't put cabaret on the free feed.
It's too much.
Too much. But we'll do that for the video tier.
We have to move on.
Okay,
I'm begging you.
Do.
Thank you. So Georgi says,
this is how our culture survived. Sometimes you have to be a barbarian.
Darcy's like, oh, okay, mate. And so the sister gives him a hug, and she's like, I'm so happy after all these years. You look the same. He's hugging the kids. He's realized, like, seeing my sister and all this and her kids. Where have I been for so long?
Sister's crying.
I will say, when he gets a chance to have his in the moments, he makes them work.
He does.
And the sister says, Teddy, your dream was to see your uncle in real life. It's like the little girl. And the little boy goes, mine too.
Mine too. A dream to see your uncle in real life.
I wonder if that's what when my niece and nephews think that of me when I come home twice a year. And then they start insulting me after I've been there for 30 minutes.
Well, that's what your family does.
That is what we do.
Yeah, that is.
And then they start making fun of me after I've been there for an hour.
That's the
biggest
biggest
compliment. Usually start doing the same thing to them. So it's fair.
They learned it from watching. You made fun of your nephews and nieces when they were 2.
That's true. I did.
That's how you show love in your weird way.
We are brutal.
We all have weird ways
with one another.
Truly. Yeah. Meanwhile, they're hugging and Darcy's just looking, going,
Yep. It's so nice. Family.
Yeah. It's great.
And Nicolina says, she's a beautiful woman, talking about Darcy, but with time, the age difference could impact their relationship. It might weigh on him not having children. Later on, they're fighting with like these little like foam swords and spears. Mm-hmm. And Darcy's like, I could survive in medieval times. The princess, do some jousting. And y'all, but then they cut to her doing that, and then I will let you do her prehistoric bird scream.
Oh, yeah. Georgie chases her.
Because I can't really do it. Yeah. Because her vocal cords really won't work that way anymore. So it's just like a prehistoric bird cry.
I gotta say, this looked fun.
It did look fun.
It looked really fun.
And so she's using a translation, I think it's Google Translate with her sister.
Talking to sister, yeah.
It's like, so does he like talk about me?
Does he talk about me?
What does
Georgie say about me?
And the sister's like, well, he does talk about you and says he loves you
a lot and you will be together for many years.
And I went, good job, sister, because Darcey really needed to hear that.
Actually, I think that might have even been just Darcey's own Google Translate, that maybe the sister said something like, oh, he's never really mentioned you, just a couple of times. And Google Translate went, this is going to go bad, and just changed it.
Yeah. The thing is...
Because Darcey looked, when she hears it, she looks at her and goes, thank you. Thank you.
Both of them have dated, both the sisters have dated Eastern European men. Like Darcey's first husband was also Eastern European.
Wasn't Stacey's too?
Yeah, Florian. Oh, I don't know about the second, her first husband.
Look up.
I think he was, though.
I'm going to ask AI.
But the issue here is those men are culturally kind of shut off.
Yeah.
And that's definitely, Georgie's to a degree of more than normal. But they're kind of close up. They don't really share their emotions. I was thinking maybe someplace like she could date an Italian man who wouldn't stop talking about how he feels.
Well, that's the truth.
And, or someone from Brazil or something like that. Where there's more openness.
Yes.
But they go for these Eastern European closed down types.
Well, and it looks like I was wrong. Her first
say it isn't so.
Frank Bollock, because they were married.
Stacey?
Actually, Annika looks just like her father. They were married for 8 years, and he is a businessman and former aspiring rapper.
No, but we saw him on that old pilot they had. He's not American.
Everything online says American, but I feel like he wasn't. I feel like you're right.
Wrong.
See,
I don't know.
I'm not going to correct you because I don't need to.
No, you don't know. That's why you won't.
I don't know. What? Remember when you said, you know what, I'm not going to correct you anymore, and that lasted 3 seconds?
I think I lasted 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't. I just can't do it.
That would... You know what? Maybe that's what we do if our YouTube blows up and we get 20,000 subscribers on YouTube. The thing was, you won't be able to correct me for
5
1 week.
minutes.
No, for 1 week.
No, absolutely not.
For 1
week is too long. That would actually be confusing for listeners.
Well, more than 5 minutes, at least 2 episodes. At least a part 1 and part 2.
One episode.
You couldn't correct me the entire episode.
Trust me, it'll be enough pain. It'll be painful in me enough for that long. You're also hurting the listener, though, because you're just saying shit. Opening up your big yapper.
Yeah.
So Darcey, they're basically, she's a disaster at this. And she basically, Georgi is saying...
I want to say, though, I really only had one big long-term relationship. And you would never meet someone's parents because you usually try to date someone that's an orphan, like you said.
Yes, I prefer it.
But when I met my ex's parents, or even his friends, I've met his friends. Maybe you've met your ex's. Yeah. I don't know if you met some of his friends.
Yeah, I met them. I met the friends.
I don't even know if I ever, and it's okay if did you even, I was trying to think, of course I didn't ask this, but I don't even think I thought I mean, maybe like a little of what. No, I don't really think of what does he say about me to them.
No.
And so it just kind of shows, God love her, how
the
deep
insecurity
this
is
level
so
of
painful.
insecurity is with Darcey.
Yeah.
That she actually asked that.
Talk about me.
I would want to know more about, like Darcey said in the beginning, I asked questions about, so what
Him
was
as
he
a
like as a
kid.
brother?
Yeah,
like
totally.
what was he into? What was his funny, like,
I think that's a quote unquote healthier relationship than someone who is so painfully insecure about their own relationship.
yeah. Sorry, I just want to ask you that. Okay, go ahead.
So they're about to leave, and I think it's time
Okay, I just
for
put it in the
another
call. All right, good.
for another installment of Reality Gays Theater.
Theater.
Good trill.
Well, it's medieval.
Well done.
It's a medieval version.
There you are.
Yeah, that's why I did it. What other podcast? God damn it! You were getting a value on this one.
Boy, really talking us up today. I'm like a Darcey. I'm like, don't overpromise.
Poodle gets stressed out. He starts pressuring himself. The perfectionist starts coming in.
So
just be you.
I'll be playing Georgie and Nicolina, and you're going to be playing Darcey over to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm speaking Bulgarian the whole time. Okay.
But through the magic of podcasting, it will be translated
into English. Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
My Bulgarian may be a little rusty, especially my verb tense. So here we go.
Okay.
And action.
Mm-hmm.
Sister, it is so good to see you. I'm worried about our parents meeting Darcey.
What are you asking? Can't really. What?
Well, Georgie, I think at 37, who knows? They thought they would probably be more.
Well, they thought I would be married to a Bulgarian woman and have children.
That's amazing. I think.
Yes.
I think Mom and Dad what are you saying, though?
Maybe regret one day if you regretted having kids.
What was that? Did you just call me pretty? What's happening? I can't really. My Google Translate's not working.
She's beautiful, but sometimes it looks like her face may melt off.
Did you just say you love me?
Well, yes, and I'm kind of worried about that sometimes. Anyway, maybe you're right. I am concerned.
I love you too. That's all right. Never do that. It's beautiful. What are you saying?
We gotta go.
Let's survive.
That was the best thing when they're just talking and she has no idea. And she's like, yep. She's just co-signing everything they're saying. And they're beautiful. I think she will watch this later and be pretty upset about it probably. Will she? I don't know. I think but the thing is, y'all, what he is confessing this to his sister because he knows if he told Darcey this, she would freak the fuck out. He can't tell her anything.
He cannot tell her anything. No.
And that's why when they had this scene at the end, I was like, finally, Georgie, you're able to say this to her, but she's not going to be able to hear it, unfortunately.
They're only going to be, this is why they're teaming them up.
They have to be on Last Resort.
Last Resort has the potential to be fantastic for them as a couple because the difference of Georgie versus Florian, Georgie is much smarter than Florian.
I agree.
And I think he can articulate himself better and I think he would actually learn from Last Resort.
I think Georgie is a lot less stubborn than Florian is.
Yes, that too.
And that lot less old world. Like Florian is a fucking vampire, y'all.
He's been around for 500 years. Yeah. You can't teach an old vampire new tricks.
And Darcey just needs to be able to know that it's not that that she wants to be on the same page. She wants to know he's not going to leave her. That is the thing that she's thinking the whole time.
Heidi, in one session, Heidi of Last Resort will have Darcey in a puddle of tears.
Yes. Yeah. I think it would be interesting to watch. Darcey's got a lot to fix. I think more than Stacey does.
Yeah, I definitely think Darcey.
But Florian is impossible. I think that's
he's
an
impossible.
unfixable
Florian
problem.
is never the chances.
You can only make that marriage bearable. I don't know if you can make that marriage a happy one.
Yeah, I don't. And the thing is, but here's the deal. Darcey is the more kind of emotionally needy one and probably needs to have more work on herself. And at the same time, Florian full on fucking cheated on Stacey.
Yeah.
We all knew it. It happened on their show. Darcey is the only one of them who actually left a bad relationship that wasn't working for her or tried to with Georgi. She brought it up today.
Yeah.
Stacey, it's like Stacey keeps
That's a good
saying
point.
it. She will never do that with Florian.
She'll never leave Florian. Yeah.
Because underneath there's this aching need that because she plays more where she plays this, I have a tougher shell, but underneath she's just as vulnerable and broken as Darcey.
Yeah, good point. So later on, they get back to their hotel or they're renting their car. He's like, "Did your sister like me?"
It's like, yes, she did.
I felt her energy. Very positive.
Very positive. It's great.
And then she's like, "It's really when you were telling your sister goodbye. It's really intense. That touched my heart.
Touched my heart. It's beautiful."
And
then she is ramped up now. She's like, "What do we do now?"
The narrating, and also why she's ramped up is now it's too emotional. So she needs to go out and not have to talk about this.
She's a Mimi.
Yeah. And
got to go out tonight. And Georgi is like on the bed.
Let's go to bed. I'm tired.
Want to take me downtown? Always take me downtown.
You always take me downtown. Downtown. And then she goes, "I can wear something like this. This will get you downtown."
Behind the bullseye.
and Georgi does say so. He's like, "If you wear that, we will not be going out." Which was, they are funny together.
It is kind of crazy. Bulgaria is a much more conservative country than the rest of Europe. It's crazy that she doesn't get that.
I do feel like Florian did this too. It took them both a while, but Georgi, he has potential, as Superfan would say. Oh, Superfan would be hilarious on a girl's trip.
Because she'd get wasted so early.
She would get wasted so early. And I can say this because we both had the same birthday and we're so much alike. Like all the other girls would be getting hit on by men and she would be sitting in the corner eating nachos going, "Guess it's not for me today. A woman super blossom body splash. I smell good." Because that's me. But I will say, Georgi, like Florian, he's warming up to this reality TV thing. And so you're starting to see a bit of like, he is funny. And so I feel like he's got potential to kind of to be a star in the way that Florian has become as well. In a different way.
You gotta get them in the right place. And because Darcey's going to steal the limelight whenever she can. Stacey, it's easier for Florian to do that because it's easier for Florian. Stacey's going to let Florian share. Darcey's not going to do that. And so, y'all, Darcey basically says, she's like,
he says, "Tomorrow we're going to see my parents." She's like,
"Oh, I thought we had a day for our honeymoon."
You just see Darcey's face.
Mentally prepare myself.
She can't move it that much because of the both. But she just see her kind of go. Her internal monologue is going.
So the interesting thing here is because she can't sit with this discomfort, she has to project everything onto him. She does. It's actually kind of it's hard to watch because you know it's coming because we've spent so much time with her.
What this creates, that's such a good point you make of this, this projecting onto him because she can't hold her own feelings.
This is her discomfort. Yeah.
It's her discomfort. But that is where, and Darcey doesn't understand this, But that is how the other person in that relationship feels suffocated. Because you can't emotionally breathe.
And the fact that he said, I can't tell you things because you don't make me feel comfortable enough to do so, because when he does say something like, I may not feel good about someone, she mother poodles and say, I don't want you to be unhappy. Yeah. Or she gets upset because he's unhappy.
Yes.
And so that's why it is exactly what's happening when he says, you don't give me any space to open up to you because you haven't created the space for me. Because I'm so glad he said it.
I am too, because she's talking about everything being a mystery and all that. And we don't know, go point by point. But, and she brings up, though, his finances. She's like, I don't even know about your job. I don't even know how much you're making. And he says, which I think there's some truth in it. I can't imagine that Darcey and Stacey, especially Darcey, maybe they are. Can't imagine they're great with finances. Right. And he says, because if I tell you, you will spend it all. So where Georgi
spend your money on
seems way more pragmatic.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. This is a total assumption, and I don't have a lot to go off from here.
I think she says, and also, she's wanting, what she needs is chaos in a relationship. And he is actually not going to do that because he doesn't want to blow up at her. And so she is trying to stoke the fires of him freaking out about something, and she won't be happy until she does it. And she's like, you don't want to tell me because you don't include me in your future at all. We're two different people with two different energies. So,
which is,
maybe you got a black up already. You're like plotting and you're planning. Discard, ready to happen. I like plotting and planning.
Planning. And you just go.
Discard.
It's this idea. I think what would be so hard and difficult for Stacey or Darcey to recognize. Stacey could maybe recognize it a little bit more, but it would be hard for her too. But for Darcey, the analogy I can think of is she's thinking of marriage is this, and I would say not great, or I would say the word, I don't like this word, but problematic idea that marriage is this unity candle where two flames become one.
Nope.
And Darcey really needs to understand this idea of individuation within a relationship.
Yeah.
And that your happiness is not dependent on your spouse. You guys, if that hit you in your gooch or in your deep stomach, listen to it again. Your happiness is not dependent on the person you are dating / married to.
Yeah, very true.
But that is something you can't blame Darcey for that, because women especially are sold that bill of goods in not just this fucking country, in the world.
Yeah.
And so she's bought into all that, because what you learn is that is bullshit. All of it's bullshit just to control. But I don't think she would. Do you think Darcey would? Well, she had to get Clockwork Orange for her to see that.
No, it's not going to happen. Yeah.
And I get it. I used to buy into that as well.
Yeah.
Not as deeply, but that is, I joke about it, but that is one bit about that kind of doesn't bother me about open relationships is I think I'm just going to put it out there. And if my partner wants to be open, that's what he needs to be happy. I don't need to be open to be happy.
Need to make it come from you.
If I want to be monogamous and that's all I want, sure, that's what makes me happy. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
I don't think she's gonna get there.
No. And when he's like, he's basically, you only care about yourself. He's like, you don't think I care? And he's like, no. And at one point she's like, I'm just getting my emotions out. You're saying, and he's like, you think
You're
I don't have emotions?
Your emotions out, yeah.
And the thing is, you're it's not your emotions. You're taking all your anxiety and you're forcing him to share it in a way that
to hold it. Mm-hmm.
And to hold it.
Yeah.
And That's not constructive for anyone, and especially because he is not asking for it, and you. This idea of sharing is him. You basically need also his anxiety, but you're offering it, but you can't handle it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. What he's done is sometimes shared with you things, I guarantee you, and you have proved that you cannot hold that.
It's this. I brought it about it before, and I said the name the last time, so I don't remember, but it was on Mel Robbins, where this guy talked about the trauma to children. We brought this up because I remember this took you to a dark place at the time, was the trauma wasn't what our parents failed to do, or the trauma began when we, in some cases, where the seed of the trauma began when we knew there wasn't a safe space as a child to voice our whatever that is. And this is that same thing. It actually is, she is putting her trauma on him, and because she probably grew up in some cases, like we talk about Daddy Silva, but also I bet you he was a very kind of strict.
Oh, for sure.
And her mother doesn't seem to talk about emotions either. So she grew up feeling like she can't say anything without being criticized or judged. And hello, Stacey's her sister who does that to her.
Yeah.
And so she's now doing that to Georgi.
Yeah. And at one point he just says, sometimes I don't need you to say anything. I just need to talk for 30 minutes or an hour just to let it go. And y'all, he just wants her to listen. She can't do that. No. She has to comment or do something. And he even says, and this is just a thing about, especially for Eastern European men, he says, for girls, it's normal to call their parents and they can tell them everything. For me, I don't get to do that. And maybe I didn't get used to sharing. I don't trust people and I don't know how to open up. And then finally, he's like, that's why we have to work on our communication. And she apologizes, kind of.
Well, she does. She actually says, I love you, and I'm sorry for not hearing you.
Well,
which
at the same
I don't know if she means it. I don't know if she feels it.
I think it's just to end the argument, really.
And Georgi says, I guess we are, and what it is, it actually, I don't know what other podcast would talk about this so long, but this is why I think we love Darcey and Stacey, because you guys, you're a Darcey or you're a Stacey. Because we are all, I talk about them both being broken. We're all broken. Poodle's broken. I'm broken. We all have this brokenness that we're trying to heal.
I'm definitely broken.
Yeah, someone who gets choked that hard. If we talk about your sexual brokenness, then we can dive just as deep.
Oh yeah, that goes on forever. But it makes me good at it too.
Yeah.
Okay. You got to be a little broken to be good at it.
But this is really when he said, it actually made me sad watching this, because when he said, I guess we are both hurt and we need to work on stuff. And I thought, that is really all we want. We want someone to see us and not fix, but to just validate and hear our pain. And here is this man who probably hears Darcey's pain because she can't hear his at all. Yeah.
All we want in this world is a little fucking validation all the time. Yeah. But let's go. They go to bed. You gonna get bullseye?
I'll give you bullseye. And he's like, bullseye. She literally holds her finger up like a dick and go, bullseye.
Yeah. Get it. Let's move on to Tigerlily and Adnan. Do we have to?
Let's go baby shopping. I don't like colors because they overwhelm me.
I mean, sure. It just, I don't think colors overwhelm you. I think you want everything in beige and neutral and black because you want to be
trying to be so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I love it when someone who has Brenda, the mother-in-law, y'all.
Stepmom.
The stepmom. Sorry. Thank you. If you are not from this part of the country, this is the epitome of wealthy Dallas hair.
Totally. That's exactly what it is.
The style, like I know what this woman smells like.
Yeah. I can, and yeah.
The perfume, I get it all. This woman,
I know who they are.
I have seen her at North Park Mall. I know this woman. And didn't you used to cruise guys at North Park Mall?
Oh yeah, all the time. You could cruise in that Barnes and Noble nearby too.
Oh yes.
My God.
Anyway.
The Club Monaco. Oh,
Club Monaco. God. I still say there is no store gayer. Even Abercrombie & Fitch, Club Monaco.
Club Monaco is the gayest store.
The gayest.
It's no longer in operation. It can't be.
No, it is. Yeah. I got
Club
a sweater.
Monaco's still around?
I got a sweater from there like 6 months ago. It's really cute.
Where is there a Club Monaco?
There's
here?
not. I think the last one used to, or the one in LA, there was one on the promenade.
Oh, I'm not going out there.
Yeah, we're not going out there. Although I think they're going to try to get it
That's
past
Santa Monica, y'all.
I think they are going to try to get it past there where you can drink outside like in New Orleans.
Shut up.
They're rechanging the whole thing because it's dying.
Yeah, but
anyway,
I would go to Santa Monica. Jesus,
I know.
that's a whole day.
Only tourists go to Santa Monica unless you live there.
Yeah,
no
if
one
you
gives
live
a
there,
shit.
go there.
Y'all, I just say this. When you come to LA and your friends in LA say, hey, what do you do? And you invite them to the Santa Monica Pier, they don't want to go.
We don't want to go. We've been already.
We've been 10 fucking times because we've had to go with people we were like
and
family
it's a day.
members. It's a whole day. Now, if you've never been here, should you go?
You need to go.
Yes, you need to go. But don't
Also, if you move to Santa Monica, bye. It's been nice knowing you.
It's been yeah. Or if you have a friend that lives in Santa Monica that moves to the east of the 405, you're not going to see that friend anymore.
Nope.
Just say goodbye. FaceTime once a month.
Be okay with that.
Ain't happening.
No, you know what? I would say cut it off. Easy. You don't even do FaceTime.
Anyway, back to Brenda.
That's a little bit of LA geography. Y'all, and when we say this, it's like 9 miles.
It's far.
And that's like that's like way out there.
Hey Siri, how long would it take me to get to the Santa Monica Pier right now? That's what it says.
Oh, right now we're recording. It's 4:00, so it would take you 45 minutes.
It says actually, because traffic's going the other way. 22 minutes right now. Still,
that's a long time.
It's a long time.
Also, I have to get on the freeway, and it's like a whole thing.
Anyway,
and there's parking.
Yeah.
Okay.
The parking. Oh God, it's like $5 a minute. Okay, sorry, we have got to move on. Brenda, what I was going to say, I love it when a white woman in a very strong North Texas accent says, "I'm Italian."
I know. I have to be authentic.
I laughed and laughed and laughed.
My favorite when she's like, well, you can make beef meatballs. They're dry.
So
she's not wrong. You got to really work hard with beef meatballs.
I have made, and you have too. We have both made turkey meatballs, which people would say is the driest meat.
You have to do a lot to them.
And they were delicious.
You have to do a lot to them.
You do have to do a lot to them. I just would say it just shows how much she's willing to bend to accept this new son-in-law. It's a metaphor, y'all.
Not to make her pork meatballs.
Yeah, not to make.
Well, the thing is, the stepmom kind of gets her aside and says, Tigerlily asked her about Adnan. He's like, well, he made a pretty good first impression. I just still have a lot more questions. He talked about his religion a lot, baby. And I know the baby is automatically going to be Muslim. And in my head, I just predicted when you take the baby out and there's just Muslim on the baby.
Yeah, just Muslim. Mm-hmm, yeah. Mm-hmm,
but he's like crying. Oh, this one's Muslim.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. And she's like, what about the boys? I assume that's her older kid. She's like, well, the oldest goes to a Christian school. He's not going to want to change that. Well, the thing, what the mom is saying and what she's trying to elicit from Tigerlily, this isn't really about religion. This is how much can Adnan control her. Yeah. Tigerlily doesn't get any of this.
It goes all over that blonde. It goes right over that blonde wig.
So, some people said, is that hair a wig? Yes, of course it is.
It's a wig, y'all. Or it's definite. It's at minimum a hair system.
It's a hair system with lots of extensions.
Yeah.
I think it's a wig though.
I do too.
And so she
Also,
says,
because they're going to talk about this in a second. Wasn't she fully covered, including her hair, at the first tell-all they came to?
yeah.
So she's saying she's never going to do that.
No, she wasn't covered her hair. She didn't cover her hair.
She didn't cover her hair. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No, she did cover up fully.
Okay. I do remember that. Yeah.
So she says, well, the stepmom says, well, he wants you to convert, obviously. But she's like, well, he wants, and she's like, yeah, but what makes you and daddy nervous if I did convert? Again, it feels like she's just fucking with her parents in this way.
Well, we get a little insight where Brenda says she went through this terrible divorce and then immediately started dating Adnan.
Yeah.
She never really, and she talked about, Tigerlily talked about being in a very controlling marriage. And then she immediately jumped into this because you brought up, this is what she is used to. This feels normal for her to be controlled like this.
It's why I thought I said in her first season that she was like temporarily insane.
And she just didn't realize, again, because she's never done a Google in her entire life about his religion and the culture of it.
Well, the thing about it is, this is an extreme form of Islam. Sadly, this is what we see on TV most. This is not by any means what a lot of mainstream Islam is.
As I said in part one, I think he is a controlling monster who hides behind his religion as an excuse to be that way.
Yeah. But she says, she's like, so when the baby's gone, we're not gonna see you covered up. And she's like, well, no, it's not. Then she goes, well, it's not like I'm going to cover my hair or anything. It seems like that is the line. But she's like, she said, I was worried that when you already said this, when she got out of a relationship, didn't date anybody. And she's like, she even says to Tigerlily, you're going into this with blinders on. And she's like, I'm only telling you because daddy and I are worried about you. And later on, go ahead.
No,
were you scared momentarily? Oh no, something scared you. What is it?
I farted and it was really loud and I thought you could hear it.
You could have held it in when I was talking. Apparently, we are 5 years old.
I wish this was the first time I farted on our podcast.
Oh, I definitely know that's not true. When I have to go, I make sure to do it when one of us is talking. But you just... Christina, put a big fart noise in there.
No!
Something sloppy and wet. I'm going to keep going because this show's already running long.
Doesn't smell. It's fine. Let's go.
So they're at the doctor checkup, and I guess the C-section is tomorrow. Mm-hmm. And again, I'm going, people eat placenta. This is normal. And the doctor's like, well, it's fine. Whatever you want to do. I got a lot of people to see.
I'm kind of shocked that she can have a male doctor. Especially if this is OBGYN.
That's a good point. I think it's because he's there. Maybe he's been flexible about that. Maybe I guarantee you he goes with her to every appointment.
Women don't make good doctors.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably.
So later on, you can tell that he's kind of pacing and he's not really feeling good about everything. It's like Tyler's like, we've done everything. And he's like, not everything. I'm still worried about my baby's religion. She's like, what? The baby's going to be Muslim. What more do you want?
Now, this is the scene that we saw at the very first of their season, right?
I believe so.
They showed this fight and it said like 6 months earlier or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just realized, thank God they're having a boy.
Yeah.
Because if they had a daughter, it would be awful.
Don't even. Yeah. And he's like, what if something happens to me? Will he still be a Muslim? And I went, this is so manipulative.
It really fucking is.
And he's like, who will teach him the religion? If I die, I don't want him to be an American boy. He'll just go out and drink and hang out with bad places and with bad people. He'll be a killer.
And it makes me think, why did you move here? If that's what you think is going to be this kind of people are in this country.
The other part is, and this kind of made me even more upset. She doesn't seem to be bothered by this kind of talk, which means she's heard it before.
Yep.
That should scare you more. This is such a terrifying scene. So, because you see this coercion, and she's like, so in your mind, I'm not going to be, I'm sorry. Before I go back, he's like, this is the last chance you're going to have to convert to be a Muslim mom. It's not hard. Come on. It's not hard to convert. You just see a couple of words and you believe it, which converting to Islam is very easy.
It's not a cult. I'm not saying Islam is, but the way he's explaining it is like, come on. Yeah, it's so
it's
creepy
coercion.
The way he's explaining it.
It's coercion.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's coercion to establish control, which you can do in any religion.
I bet, because we have several Muslim sissies.
Yeah.
I bet you to be Muslim and watch this, y'all are
well. You should.
Enraged.
It's a tenet of Islam that no convert should be coerced
or forced.
You should choose.
You should choose
your faith. So that's the thing. If she actually knew more about it, she might actually be able to resist him in some ways. But she can't. Although I don't know, because he would just say, "I'm the man, baby."
No, yeah. Well, because it all goes down. I mean, we'll talk about it. As he says at the end, screw your religion. That's the whole point of this. She, in her own way, somewhat cares about his experience. He doesn't care about her fucking experience at all. He just wants to fuck a hot blonde American. That's it. That is it from the whole get-go. He doesn't care anything about her as a person. Which has nothing to do with his religious values. That's just the kind of narcissistic, gross person he is.
She says, he's like, well, you don't have a belief. I want to save you. And I went, wow. And she said, well, now that she's pregnant, I'm thinking about her religion a lot. And should she be burning forever in hell? I'm saving her.
God.
And this is you can use any religion as a weapon. And that's what this is.
We know that in this country or the world, truly.
Yeah. And then did you hear her disassociate? Because he's basically telling her she's going to hell and we're going to be in different places. And she's like, my nails, baby.
I burned my finger. Well, she burned her finger on this plate.
And he goes,
that makes him
you're worried about burning your finger? What about burning in hell? And at that point, she just goes.
And then he brings up, which is a big thing for people that are subscribed to a certain religion we
won't be together.
We won't be together in the afterlife. I'm not going to be with you.
Which is still super fucking manipulative.
And they're not going to be walking the streets of and we walked it. Whatever that song
That's the
is.
garden. And he walks with me.
Whatever that song.
That's like one of the Catholic bangers. I thought you would know that one.
No, we never sang that song.
In the garden?
In Catholicism. No, that's like my Baptist friends sang that.
Oh, and it probably maybe that one is more. I've heard In the Garden at a Catholic funeral though.
Oh, really? Somebody must have just I never grew up singing it, but who knows?
On Eagle's Wings is very Catholic, right?
Very much so. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Sang that at the Oklahoma City bombing memorial. It was beautiful.
Way to bring it down.
It was kind of shocking that they sang a Catholic song in Oklahoma.
It's pretty non-denominational-ish.
It is.
I've heard it. Yeah. Thanks for mentioning the bombing, though.
You're welcome.
Make you to shine like the sun. And hold him in the palm of his hand.
What other podcast?
She basically says, she's like, you told me before we got married, you never wanted a wife who wore a hijab, because he's like, so if I was to convert, would you want me to change, to cover it more? He's like, well, you need to cover your neck and your chest and your hair. and this is pushing the goalposts. This is all about control.
Well, you know what it also is about too? And I wrote down, I went, oh, I see it now. We've never talked about this concept with them. Thank you, Ari. It's the Madonna whore. He fell in love with slutty, provocative, sexy American woman. But now that she's the mother of his child.
Yeah. Now he wants her to cover up.
Now it's the Madonna. Now she has to be this.
But he even says, now I'm different. He's like, I don't think that anymore. And that's with all cult leaders, y'all, they can change their minds because they talk to God about it.
But you can't.
Exactly.
You can't change your mind.
And then he even says, you never had any religion. You just play at it. So now this was incredible to me.
I feel like you're judging me.
And he is, very much.
He's doing more than that.
The problem is, too, is that, and this is saying something, he has a lot more emotional intelligence than she has.
He does.
So she
shockingly.
She can't volley back with him on this because she doesn't have the words and language to say it.
Something happened.
Her voice has been taken from her and she cannot speak for herself.
I don't know what happened in her first marriage.
It was bad.
Or something that she lost her voice and still hasn't found it.
It was
and adopted
really
this baby
bad.
voice.
Yeah, because I bet you know what? Because you talked about she's not affected by it, so she's heard it before. Don't you think her relationship before was way worse than this one?
Yes, I do believe that.
I believe that too.
And that's when he says, you have a different personality, like a demon. She walks away and he says in Arabic, screw your religion.
She's crying. She shuts the door. And then she goes into the bathroom and we hear, welcome to your bathroom. Are you pooping or peeing? That $12,000 toilet is the only comfort she's going to get.
Let's move on.
Boy, how do we get that out of our mouth?
I don't know. The Big Brother corner.
Yes, I was trying to lead you up.
Big Brother Raw action.
I'm trying to just segue for you, and you just almost killed it.
Y'all, another thank you for your messages saying you're not caught up yet. I know, and I'm trying to say that first of all, this airs this. It's only you. This is going to drop on Sunday, and I'm going to be talking about the episode and
this
what's
actually
happening.
drops on Monday.
Okay, so this is dropping on Monday. So I'm only going to be talking about what's happening on last Sunday because we're recording this on Wednesday afternoon. So yes, I know I'm behind.
Yes,
but that's by design. So we're up to now point where what's happened just now is the big mouth of the show, the gay guy, Jimmy, just thankfully got evicted.
Okay.
But it was through
look them up as you talk about
it was through kind of a process where it was during Mickey's HOH, which she thinks was great, but no one really else does. Even though she kind of got rid of one of her allies, actually. So it's interesting. And so Jimmy and the Rachel voted for Jimmy because Jimmy is Rachel voted for Kelly to go, who was up in the final two. And because Jimmy was one of her big allies. And also Rachel told Ashley to vote for Kelly as well because she didn't want Jimmy to go home. And even though Ashley kind of knew what the plan was, and you don't want to vote against the rest of the house.
Okay.
So Ashley said, I vote Kelly. And then she went back, oh, wait, I'm so Jimmy. No. And Julie Chen goes, no, you can't do that.
Too late.
So now the house, of course, Rachel is devastated. Now, Rachel's done this every time she's been in Big Brother. She's like, no one thinks they're on the right side. So I think this is just something she always does. She always goes to pieces. I still don't think she's in a great place in the game. Who I thought was now he's not in as much of a one, but Vince was in a better place, even though I don't like the way he's playing. He's like crying because he's crying to people saying, please, I don't know what's going on. This is too early to start your crying game. That has to come in like week 7 and 8.
You would never have any crying, right?
I would fake cry all the time, but I would wait. I would hold it back. This is too early for weeping.
Okay, yeah. God, you would be killing it this season.
And I'm actually glad I'm not there with Rachel. But I could, if Rachel was not on this season, these fucking morons, I'd wipe the floor with them. I'm telling you that right now.
How much can you win on Big Brother?
$750,000.
That's a lot of money.
I'm surprised they don't just kick it to $1 million. It's kind of obnoxious by now. So, it's basically going to be Keanu, who it's really kind of dumb. They keep trying to get him out, and he keeps winning the veto. And at one point, so they're going to nominate Vinny, Vince, Keanu, and she wants Ava. Oh, I'm sorry. Ava wins head of household, and no one really thinks that because she's not really playing for anything. She's not really competing. She's a huge floater in the game. She's actually positioned pretty well, but I don't know if she'll be good at gameplay. She looks like she's not being that great right now. There was one moment last week that I need to mention when Keanu won the power of veto. And everyone just went, oh, he won again. And Ava was doing the thing, and he's like, you have a prompt. And she got really mad because she didn't even say Keanu has won the power of veto because she doesn't like him so much. To be fair, Ava, you know what game you're playing.
I don't know anything you just said with that gameplay, but sure. The prompt in this.
You have a prompt. In other words, she needs to say, Keanu has won the power of veto. Because they do.
Okay.
And she's like, don't you tell me what to say, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, just because you don't like someone doesn't mean you get to not say they won. It was kind of a childish thing.
Got it.
It actually kind of, I've liked her, and it kind of soured me on her a little bit. I also don't like the way her HOH is going. Anyway, she got HOH. So she is, she nominated Keanu, Vinny, and she wants to nominate Ashley because she's like, she's a chatty Cathy. I don't like to hear blah, blah, blah. And also she thinks she was the second vote to send home Kelly. Which
don't ask me for a name.
I know. And
you're on your own, kid.
And so now that they start trying to convince him because they don't want Ashley gone because Ashley is a number for them. They're talking about Mickey and some other people, and Will, especially. She listens to Will. And the problem here is she gets in her and she's like, well, maybe I'll nominate Zach, even though she has told him that he's already safe this week. So this is not going to be great for her if Zach goes home. But Zach has a power where he can play, like pay $10,000. He win $10,000, or he gets safety. So he's probably going to use it. So now it could be Vinny going home because I have a feeling Keanu's going to win that veto again.
Oh, wow.
So we will see. And there's always the blockbuster, which I hate. Anyway, it's still not a great season. I don't think no one's playing well. The people, I think Zach may be playing the best game so far, although he's kind of stepping in it a little bit. But I would say Zach and Ava's been a major floater. I was going to say Vinny until this week, but everyone else is going to be kicked off somewhere in week 7, 8, 9, and gone. And who knows, Will might go a little further. I thought he was done for.
Okay.
And that's been your Big Brother Corner. I know there's a lot for me to catch up on, and I can't wait. I'm still going to watch.
Why would you say that like you weren't?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's move on to Libby and Andrei.
Libby and Andrei. Okay, so they are getting ready to look. His mom comes over to babysit. They're getting ready to look at their rental property. So they're riding
the investment property that supposedly has been going on for about 2 years.
And so, and Chuck's like, "Are your partners going to be there?" And Andrei's like, "No." And even Chuck, we get y'all. They've been getting along, but you get a little bit of Chuck who's like, "Why am I not surprised?"
Yeah.
And Libby's like, "I'm really excited to see this. It's been years in the making." And even when they drive up, she's like, "Is that it?"
I'm kind of shocked that that Libby has not seen pictures of this project.
I want to ask you something.
This is a little temple Hattie for me. But ask me your question. So,
is this recreated or conflated?
I felt the same
because, and I ask that, doesn't Andrei look totally different? Like it looks like he looks super like more thin and kind of muscly. His face
feels like it's later.
His jaw is sharp. It feels like they shot this months later.
I feel the same thing. Feel the same way.
Like what if they're not even? What if they're not even in Moldova? They're just in fucking Ocala, Florida, shooting at some house, abandoned house. Although it looks very European.
It does.
But it just felt...
he did look different. I agree with you.
He looked very different.
Yeah.
So
maybe he shaved?
No, maybe a little bit. And maybe it was just a haircut. But he looked like he had lost weight.
Y'all, this is a demo project. We thought they were going to be flipping something. This is a full-on demo project.
The place looks like a bomb went off in there or something. It looks totally. It's just rubble.
I told you we're going to have to demolish it.
I guarantee you, he did not say that.
She's like, "Can we have a mask? I need a mask."
We don't have masks here
in Moldova. We don't wear a mask
now. So they asked, "So why is this happening for 2 years?" He's like, "Well, we got stuck in the process. No one predicted the Ukraine-Russian war." And turns out the Russian company that was providing the construction materials folded. And as soon as he said the Russian company, I went, "Oh, they folded and they lost their money."
Yeah.
And then it comes to a point that Libby's so dumb about the situation. She's like, "Why can't you get the money back?" And at one point, it's like, "Was there no contract?" She's like,
"There's a contract, but Russia isn't participating in international law right now."
Yeah. He literally sentence you did not expect to hear on 90 Day Fiance.
No, you would
international law.
I do feel like he is more versed in what's going on in the world than she is.
Oh, 100%.
And then so she's upset that he lied to her, which is true.
He did.
It's actually a lie of omission. That he did not tell her.
I did not lie. I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
No.
He did, yeah.
Because here's the deal. Libby would have been upset, but she actually can be understanding. And she doesn't know a lot, but she would. But
she would have shamed him. And that's what he cannot handle.
That is true.
So he even said, "This was not in my control. I felt ashamed to tell you." He said the quiet part out loud.
He did say that.
And
he did say at one point, it was very Destiny from Lalu, where he said, "I'm not lying. I was busy." I wanted him to be like, "Dude, I was busy."
Y'all, the stuff that he's not saying is, "I was afraid to tell you. I felt ashamed at what I'd done. I felt I'd lost this money for our family, and I was ashamed, and I was afraid to tell you."
But if you tell Libby that, she's going to not support that because her family is not that way.
I know. And that's kind of why I understand why he did not tell her.
Yeah. I mean, my family is like that with like in business stuff like that. My dad would have gone off and "God damn it, this is what happened." And just,
And Andrei cannot hear that and especially he can't hear it from his father-in-law.
It's not an excuse for what he did.
It's not. But I know exactly why he did it.
The behavior happened. Yeah.
But this is a grabbing phone moment. When he grabbed that phone from her in a Happily Ever After season, you saw that look in her eye, and I went, "Oh my God, she's going to crucify him off camera."
Yeah.
And she's packing. She's like, "This is the worst fight we've ever had as a couple. He crossed the line. He broke my trust." and it's got to be with our finances. And she's like, me, the kids, and my dad are leaving.
She changed the tickets to that night.
Yeah.
She's like, this is not the man that I married, and this is not what I signed up for.
And for some reason, I didn't think he was there, but the camera just cuts to him eating a bowl of cereal in a room.
And he walked in and he's like,
Andrei?
what are you doing? And she's like, I'm packing. I'm leaving. He's like, relax. And she's like, no, I changed my ticket. This is not a joke. Bye, for real. And
Take your underwear.
He's like, how am I going to explain this to my family? She said, I don't give a fuck. You didn't explain to me about us losing $75,000. That's a great line. That's the deal. Libby takes it and takes it and takes it.
Yeah.
But once you push her past the point, a bitch is done.
She is, yeah.
She's done.
And so, y'all, she's just saying, he says bye to them, says bye to the kids. And I'm like, I can't believe Libby did this. And Andrei's like, maybe sometime things will cool off. And later on,
I'm kind of glad she did because he's been a little successful, so he gets arrogant, even more arrogant and more cocky, and he needs to be taken down.
Knocks him down a couple of pegs. Yeah, I agree. And so they're getting on a plane and leaving Moldova immediately.
Oh,
farewell, Moldova.
I mean, it is shitty that the grandparents are so looking forward to. Yeah, but I get it. If you're a mother, I wouldn't want to leave my kids.
No, you gotta. Yeah.
So that sucks for them, but hasta la vista,
here's
baby.
the thing: when they get back, it's gonna be even rough, especially when they have to see, when they see Alexei and Lauren. And I just don't think Libby's gonna like them knowing about it at all.
No. Well, Andrei even more so.
Yeah,
I think she would open up a little bit to the women more.
Maybe. I don't think she'll like them talking about it, though.
No.
That's the show. This was an hour and 20-minute show. Jesus.
You know what I think happened?
You talked too long?
I took a Sudafed.
That's why you went on and on about Darcey. You saw me just like, I actually checked out about halfway through.
Yeah.
I was trying to move you along.
Well, welcome to my world.
My Big Brother corner was maybe 5 minutes.
I'm not talking about
6 minutes.
I mean, if I could take the hours that I've heard you talk about cake and take years off my age, I'd be 33.
That's part of the podcast. Sorry. People come here for that. People are here for cake talk.
No, that is the show. We will see you next week on Hey, but you can jump in to, thank you for watching on YouTube. If you're our sub, you're our sub. And we appreciate you being our sub on YouTube today. But if you want to hear more of us, Hunt for Love is dropping. So the finale, you can listen to that. Did find out there is going to be a two-part finale.
Two-part finale for
a tell-all. A two-part tell-all of Hump for Love. So, which is good. I'm excited for, if it doesn't come out that Rob and Jen fucked, I would imagine so.
Oh, Jesus.
Although with this cast, it's going to be fucking messy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, everybody. That is the show. We will see you next week. Leave a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. We appreciate it. Follow us at realitygays.com. Again, if you're not on YouTube watching us do this video, you can for free. Or if you just want to see our YouTube shorts and all that, if you're not on our regular social media, we've got all of our shorts on YouTube. So, and remember, after 10,000 subs, if we hit that by the end of the year, not 9,999,
I'm not doing a fucking thing.
It's got to be 10K, but Poodle's going to read his dirty sext on the air, and we're going to record me watching a horrifying, scary movie so you can laugh at my pain.
Yep.
That's what basically what's going to happen.
That's what I want.
All right, everybody. You can listen to this episode without any commercials for your pleasure. Can't talk. Subscribe to RG Plus on the $8 tier for that, which you will be getting in September on that $8 tier.
Seeking Sister Wives.
You will, and you'll get all of our audio content without any commercials for your pleasure. That's available on patreon.com/realitygays or realitygays.supercast.com. Or if you don't want to vote, you don't want to know the fuck, you don't want to comment, you just want your content and nobody to bother you, subscribe to Apple subscriptions, because what's easier, Poodle, than Apple?
Easier than me.
Easier than Pood. So just click that button, get a yearly subscription if you want to even get a discount if you're cheap like Poodle too. It really is.
I am frugal.
We should call Apple subscriptions the Poodle tier.
The poodle tier. It's easy.
It's easy and it's cheap.
No frills.
But you never have to email us because you can't get an RSS
It's reliable.
feed. It's reliable. Boy, that is you. Easy, no frills, and reliable.
Yep.
All right, everybody. That is the show. Thank you all so much for listening, support, and helping enable us do something that we love to do so much. I know we've been saying, oh, God, we're busy in this. But we really do.
It's a great thing to have.
It's a joy. It's a great thing to. It's an embarrassment of riches, as Poodle says.
I wish the riches would slow down.
But you know what? But it's like good dick. Do you ever wish good dick would slow down when you're getting primed? Good point. Yeah. Because what happens? You wish, oh man, I wish I wasn't getting banged by such good dick, and then you go through a dry spell of bad dick.
Those happen.
All right, everybody. We will see you next time. Thank you so much for listening. We call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places?
Yes. And if you had a baby and it popped out of the womb and it said Muslim across its ass.
Jesus.
And you were Christian. Tell me how that happened.
Call Poodle, not me.